There are mysteries all around us, and we are fascinated by what we cannot understand. Inexplicable phenomena are discovered every day, keeping our curiosity piqued and the prospect of actually knowing the world around us a foreign concept. So today, here at Unexplained Mysteries, we'll be exploring 3 fascinating discoveries which very easily could have gone unnoticed, but luckily were discovered just in time. Japanese island disappears without anyone noticing. What if we told you that a couple of years ago Japan lost some of its land, and by extension their territorial waters too? With the current political turmoil, you may think we mean it was invaded, but no. Back in 2018, one of their islands close to Russia somehow disappeared without anyone noticing for some time. Luckily, the island, Hasanbe Hanakita Kojima, named by their government back in 2014, was one of their 158 remote, unpopulated islands, and no one is thought to have disappeared along with it. The disappearance does have political implications, though. With the newfound absence of their island territory, there is now a larger gap between Russia and Japan's respective territories. Russia also has their own nearby islands, close to their mainland. Coming back to the actual manner in which this island was lost, if it was not invaded, and it was not swept away by a hurricane like Hawaii's East Island. In fact, the existence of the island altogether has been brought into question given this recent discovery. This is because the last time that the island was formally surveyed was back in 1978 by the Japanese government. It was then marked as an underwater reef, and so fishermen, for example, would avoid the area because of its status on the maps. From this, local coast guards guess that winds and drift ice probably eroded what was left of the island over time, potentially even over the course of several decades, it is thought. So, how did people eventually notice that this island had disappeared? Well, it seems as though locals on a nearby Japanese island could well have never noticed the gradual disappearance. Rather coincidentally though, author Hiroshi Shimizu had been researching nearby hidden islands to use in his next book, and on his travels discovered that Hasanbe Hanakita Kojima was no longer there. Upon not finding the island, a fisheries cooperative was able to confirm for him that it was gone, so Coast Guards were informed and planned to follow up and check that this was indeed the case. A disappearing island is absolutely fascinating, especially how it happened in this case. Solar Orbiter spacecraft captures huge eruption on the Sun. Huge is perhaps an understatement here. The eruption caught by the Solar Orbiter's Extreme Ultraviolet Imager is in fact the largest solar prominence eruption ever observed in a single image, which also contains the Sun in its entirety. Jetting out millions of miles into space from the Sun's surface, it was lucky that the ejection was not aimed in the direction of our Earth. An absolute milestone observation in space, and for the mission, this rare image is expected to provide a lot of data surrounding solar activities for the joint NASA-European team behind the mission. While other spacecrafts have caught solar prominences on camera before, the magnitude of the ejection caught has either been smaller than this one, or their positioning or distance has meant that the Sun's disk was not fully featured in the image, as it was in this case. Solar prominences are complex phenomena. According to a statement made by the European Space Agency, they can be described as large structures of tangled magnetic field lines that keep dense concentrations of solar plasma suspended above the Sun's surface, sometimes taking the form of arching loops. Additionally, they are also often associated with coronal mass ejections, which refers to eruptions of charged particles occasionally emitted by the Sun. Coronal mass ejections are highly disruptive to us here on Earth though, as they interfere with technologies such as satellites, power lines, and various other similar infrastructures. The Solar Orbiter's next bypass of the Sun takes place on the 26th of March, and it is expected to pass the Sun with even closer proximity than last time, opening up many opportunities for new, remarkable data to be sourced. Astronomers spot remains of a long-lost galaxy eaten by the Milky Way. It's no secret that in the Milky Way's long and prosperous history, it has demolished or absorbed a few other galaxies along the way. However, astronomers are now thinking that the number of galaxies which fell victim to the Milky Way is much higher than they originally thought. Spacecraft Gaia uncovered remains of a cosmic collision which is thought to have occurred 8 to 10 billion years ago. The uncovering of this ancient feat, which happened in our Milky Way, has shed light on a previously unknown galaxy, now nicknamed Pontus, which astronomers have concluded must have been absorbed by the Milky Way, helping to shape and form our own galaxy. After analysing this data from Gaia, the European Space Agency have reported that billions of years ago, Pontus must have strayed a bit too close to our galaxy, getting caught by the Milky Way's gravitational pull, where the strong forces would have pulled Pontus apart. The scattering of a foreign galaxy's stars in such a case can help provide insight into how fast this mangling process occurred, as well as help the phenomenon to be recognized within galaxies billions of years later, as it has today. In this way, the family tree of the Milky Way can be deciphered to break the galaxy down into the smaller galaxies which it once absorbed, making it what it is today. With Gaia's mission to chart the sky in 3D more accurately than ever before, she has seemingly made a lot of progress since her launch in 2013. Besides discovering Pontus, scientists have also discovered what they believe to be 5 other distinct merging groups, as well as a possible 6th, buried within the masses of data Gaia provides them with. It is also thought that most of these other events occurred around a similar time to Pontus, making them all incredibly ancient and all the more fascinating. With a wealth of information still clearly unbeknownst to us, it will be interesting to see what other InSight spacecraft, like Gaia, as well as newer endeavours, can uncover in coming years. It's probably impossible to ever know the cosmos completely as humans. However, we certainly are making leaps and bounds almost every day, it seems. Understanding aspects about the cosmos around us will always be mysterious in our understanding of our place in this world. Similarly, understanding the ongoing evolution of our own planet further adds to intrigue. There is clearly so much to learn. But what do you make of these curious discoveries? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comments section below and help us by growing this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.